So the font size I can give as 15px. So that's all guys, our application is ready. Okay, so let's run it and see how it is working. Okay, so let's add something so that it will go to the notification list. Okay, so I can write please bring coffee. Okay, add to the notification. So if you see, notification has been added with one. Okay, now let me add something. Please open the book. So if you see, it has been added as well. Okay, let's play cricket. Okay, so this application is similar to the notification thing in your mobile phone. Okay, so you got a lot of notification, right? And when you click on the notification, you will be getting all those items, and once you click on those items, the notification count gets decreased. So that is what we have achieved here. Okay, so let's see, we have added 3 notifications. Now you go to this notification bell and click here. Okay, we'll be able to see all the 3 notifications. So see, we are getting all the 3 notification, right? Now when I read this, the notification count will get decrease. Okay, let me try to click on this. So the notification has been removed as well as the count has been decreased. Okay, let me try to click on this as well. Let's play cricket. So if you see, the item has been removed from the list as well as the count has been decreased. Okay, so guys, first we are going to start with HTML file. Okay, so for that we are going to use emit abbreviation. So it will create a basic structure of an HTML file. Okay, so the first thing we are going to write inside body tag. Okay, and then we will be including JavaScript, and then at the end we are going to add some CSS to make it look a little bit better. So in the body tag, guys, we are going to first make use of a button. Okay, so here I'm going to place a button with bell icon. Okay, so for that let's add the class as so button class is going to be your notification button. Okay, so let's name it as notification button. Okay, and then we can give the ID as notification button itself. Okay, and give the ID is equal to notification button. Okay, and then we are going to make use of a font awesome library to include the icon of. So this is our font awesome library page, guys. So you can search for bell icon. Okay, and then these are the bell icons we are going to get. So if you see, we have the CSS as well. Okay, here, right? So we can use it, right, in the HTML. Okay, so in order to use it, what we are going to do is we are going to include one link here in the head section so that it will recognize. Okay, so this. Okay, let me just toggle this so that you can see this. Okay, properly. So that's right. Now let's come back to this body. Okay, so now we are going to use I tag. Okay, to include the bell icon. Okay, so the class name can be, let's say, fa is shorthand for the font awesome library, guys. Okay, so fa hyphen bell. Okay, and then we can close it. Okay, and then I want to display the count on top of the bell icon. Okay, notification count. So for that I'm just going to use span. So class is going to be notification count. Okay, let's name it as notification count. Okay, and then we are also going to use ID for this. So ID is going to be notification count, right? Okay, and the initial count is going to be 0. Then guys, as soon as you click on the bell icon, okay, you should be getting all the notifications. For that we are going to create one div with notification list. Okay, so let's name the class as notification list, right? And then we can give the ID as notification list. Okay, okay, after this, guys, we are going to use one text box to enter something. Okay, so let's say I'm adding something that this is something I need to do. Okay, so that will be added to the notification. Okay, so for that what we need is we need one text box and one button. Okay, so let's take one div as a parent. Okay, so and we can make the class is equal to, let's say, input container. Okay, and inside div class we'll have input and button. Okay, so let's input type is going to be text. Okay, id is going to be let's say notification text. We can name it as notification text. Okay. Okay, what else we can add is just a placeholder, okay, which will simply say enter something. Okay, that's it. Okay, let's close this input tag. So after input, we'll need one button also, okay, which will help us to add the items to the list. Okay, and then we can name the button class as something like button notification item. Okay, that's it. And then what we can do is we can call one function. So whenever someone clicks on button after entering some text, that should go to the notification list. Okay, and it will increase the count of that notification. Okay, so we can take one event on click. Okay, that's the button event, and then we can call a function called add notification. Okay, so that's the function we are going to implement with help of a JavaScript. Okay, and then let's say what this button should say as add notification. Okay, so as of now I think we have created the HTML part. Okay, so let's see how our UI look like as of now. So if you see we can enter something. Okay, and when you add notification, as of now nothing will happen because we have not yet implemented the functionality. Okay, so guys, let's move to the JavaScript part. Okay, so for that, we need to include the tag as script. Okay, so inside script, we are going to build our function. So our function will be mainly to add the notification, okay, to read the notification. So these are the two common things which we are going to implement. So adding the notification is fine. We can click the button and add to the notification, right? And as soon as you click on the list item, okay, it should reduce the notification count. So for that also, we are going to implement one function, okay? So let's declare one notification count, okay, which is going to be initialized with 0. Okay, now let's implement our function, which is this one. Okay, add notification count. So let's see what we are going to do here. Okay, so let's take one variable which will be const text, we can say. Okay, so here I'm just going to take the item from the text box. Okay, so we can write document dot get element by id. Okay, so I think this is the one. So here guys, if you see what ID we have given to this text box is this one, right? Notification text. So we can use it here, dot value. Okay. So now whatever user enter into the text box, and when we click on the button, okay, that is going to come to this text. Okay. Now we are going to check if text has some value. Okay. So if text has some value, okay, then what we are going to do is we are going to increment this notification count with +1. So we can write notification count plus plus. Okay. Okay. Now since this is a valid text, okay, so we have to add this to the notification list. Okay. So for that, let's create a variable called notification list. Okay. So before adding something to the notification list, first we need to get the items from the notification list. Okay, because we already have this one, right? So there is a chance this list might have some items. So let's get this by using this id. Okay, so what we can do is again we can use the same thing. So we can write document dot get element by id. Okay, and then we can use this id, which is now guys we have got the notification list. Okay, but you cannot directly add. Now guys, we have got the notification list here, okay? But we want to add our new item in terms of a new div, okay? So for that, what we can do is we can again create a new div and then we can add it, okay? So we can write const, let's say list item is equal to document dot create element, okay? So we can create one element, right? And then we can give the type as div, okay? So that it will create a div, okay? List item dot class list dot add, okay, notification list item, okay, item, okay. So now we want to add the content to the list item as well, okay. So we will write list item dot text content, okay, and then we can use equal to, and we can provide this text, okay, simply here. Now when we click on the list items, okay, so let's say you have a 5 items in the list, and whenever you click on any of the items, okay, the count should be decreased. So what we can write here is we can write list item, okay, dot on click. So whenever someone click on the list item, we are going to decrease the count of the notification. So we can implement one function, okay. So we can write is equal to function. Then so here we want to do two things, guys. One is the list item should be removed as well as the notification count will be decreased. Okay. So for that, what we can do is we can call a function called decrease notification. Okay. So this is function we are going to implement further. And since we want to remove this list item, okay, so we'll be writing this dot remove function. Okay. Okay. Why it is giving error? Because I have not included this one here. Okay. So it should be fine. Okay, and after this we need to add the list item to this notification list. Okay, so for that we can write here dot append child, okay, because this is a child, right? And we can give the list item. So this will be added to this one. Okay, after this would like to add the notification count to this one. Okay, so for that what we can write is we can write document dot get element by id. Okay, and then what ID we have given for the notification count is this one. Okay, so we can use this, and then we can write dot text content. Okay, so text content is equal to, and we can assign this notification count here. Okay, guys, let's see how it works as of now. Let me try to enter something and try to add it. Okay, so let's say give one test. Okay, let's try to add it. So if you see, the notification count has been increased as well as it came to the list. Okay. Now if I try to add something else, let's say let's watch a movie. Okay. So if you see, we have added it to the list as well as the count has been increased. Okay. Now if I click on this one, first of all, it's not clickable. Okay. So because we have not yet implemented the decrease notification function. Okay, guys, so let's implement this function, what we are going to call from here. Okay, so we are going to implement it and we are going to decrease the count. Okay, so we can write function this. Okay, so here first thing we are going to check if the notification count is greater than 0. Okay, so we can use this notification count. If it is greater than 0, in that case what we are going to do, we are going to decrease the notification count. Okay, so we can write notification count minus minus. Okay, after doing this we need to do the same thing here. Okay, so let's do this. So let's add this, please cook something for me. Okay, if you add it, it will be added to the list. Okay, but previously if you remember, when we were clicking something, okay, the notification was not decreasing. Okay, let me add something else here. Okay, so let's go to movie. Okay, if you add it, we have now 2 items in the list as well as our notification is 2. So since we have not read this notification, it is showing count as 2. Now if you read it, see, the count will be decreased as well as this item will be removed from the list. Here we go. So the count has been decreased as well as that has been removed. Okay, so guys, if you see now, whatever we are adding is going to the list, but our aim is the list should not be visible. Okay, the list should be visible only when we click on this bell icon. Okay, so for that, let's modify our logic a little bit. Okay, so we are going to add some event listener to it. So we will write document dot get element by id. Okay, and then we are going to use the id as this one. Okay, show notification button, and then we are going to add one event listener. Okay, So this will say if you click on this, okay, we are going to implement a function, and okay, so this function will do this. So first we are going to get the list, okay, so we'll be getting the notification list is equal to, again we are going to make a document dot get element id, get element by id, okay, and rather we are going to use this id to get the list, okay, notification list. So this will have the notification list item. So now we will do this if notification list dot style, okay, dot display, okay, is equal to none. Then in that case we are going to set this to block, okay, this is equal to, so we are going to set it to block, okay, else this is going to be none is equal to none, okay. Okay, so this one should be under code, okay. So that is something we missed here. So now if you see this add notification added, now if I click here it will go, okay, add notification, add notification. Now these are the list we have. If I click something, one gone, gone. Okay, so that is fine, it is working. Let's make it little bit better using CSS, okay. So we can use style. So let's add the CSS class for this notification button, okay. So if you know how to add the CSS for a class is, you need to write dot and then class name, okay. Let me add the formatting here, okay. So let's give the font size, okay. So the font size we can give as 16, and the next thing we can give is the position, okay. So position is going to be relative. So let me add the notification count. So I want to keep the background color as red because notification usually will be having in red color, okay. Color, okay, so the color is going to be white. Then we can have the font size as, let's say, 12. Then border radius, okay, so border radius we can give as, let's say, how much, let's say 50%. Then we can give the width and height, okay, so width can be 20 px, okay, and height can be 20 px as well. So we can give the text align as center, and then position, I'm just going to give the position as absolute, okay. So top is 0 and then right, okay, so right is 0. Then we can add one more property called transform, okay, and then we are going to use translate, okay. This is going to be 50%, and then here minus 50%, okay, on minus 50%, okay. Let's take this class notification list, notification list, okay. So here we can add display as none, okay. Max height, max height can be 150 px, okay. Then we can add one property as overflow y-axis, and that can be auto. Let's add the border as 1px, okay, solid, and then color can be, let me add ccc, okay, I mean this color little bit, and let me add the background color as f9, f9. Let me add one more property called padding. Padding can be 6px. So after that, let's add the CSS for this one, okay. So where is that notification list item class? This one, okay. So here we can do dot this. So we can give the cursor as pointer, and then margin, okay. So the margin will be 5px 0. Let's add the class for this input container. Input container. So I just want to use the margin bottom here, so that we can give as 20px. Let's add the styling for the input text as well. So we can write input. We can give here type equal to, okay, then text. So I'm just going to add the property as padding. Okay. So padding is going to be 5px. Margin right is going to be 5px as well. Okay. So this is our button class. Okay. Dot enable गया मैं. Here I'm just going to use the padding as 5px space 10px. Okay. And then font size. So the font size I can give as 15px. So that's all, guys. Our application is ready. Okay, so let's run it and see how it is working. Okay, so let's add something so that it will go to the notification list. Okay, so I can write please bring coffee. Okay, add to the notification. So if you see, notification has been added with 1. Okay, now let me add something. Please open the book. So if you see, it has been added as well. Okay, let's play cricket. Okay, so this application is similar to the notification thing in your mobile phone. Okay, so you got a lot of notification, right? And when you click on the notification, you will be getting all those items, and once you click on those items, the notification count gets decreased. So that is what we have achieved here. Okay, so let's see, we have added 3 notifications. Now you go to this notification bell and click here. Okay, we'll be able to see all the 3 notifications. So see, we are getting all the 3 notification, right? Now when I read this, the notification count will get decreased. Okay, let me try to click on this. So the notification has been removed as well as the count has been decreased. Okay, let me try to click on this as well. Let's play cricket. So if you see, the item has been removed from the list as well as the count has been decreased. Okay, so similarly, so that's all, guys. So our application is working. Okay, I hope you have understood something and learned something today. Okay, so if that is the case, please do not hesitate to subscribe our channel. So मिलते हैं next video में. Till then, bye bye, take care.